Hello everyone, Angry Ice Cube here, and we're back for yet another exciting episode. Are these episodes? I don't even know. Anyways, we're back for something. This is the Withered Lands. Behold. Now, as you recall, well actually you might not recall this because I don't know if I've actually ever gone over this. Okay, there's Eastern Wastes. Remember that broken bridge in the Great Divide? Yeah, that leads to the Eastern Wastes. But there was also the Western Wastes apparently. Now remember, I never played EverQuest 1, so I'm not too clear on this. But as I understand it, there was the Eastern Wastes and the Western Wastes. But when the giants started making war on the dragons and the dragons started having other troubles, they said, screw this, and use magic to take the Western Wastes and rise them up. Boom. And no one could get here. Well, here we are. Now, I remember Yellonak, he came down and was all like, yeah, we're having trouble with the Awakened, so could you guys help? Because, yeah, he's an asshole. And we were like, sure, no problem. And the new Combine was formed. The new Combine, as you know, is an alliance between the forces of Kinos and the good cities and Freeport and the evil cities. And look over here, we got some officers. Here's a Sarnak. We got a Teardal right here. This one looks like to be a regular human. And we got halflings and dwarves and another Teardal. Two Teardals? Oh wait. Yeah, I think that's a Teardal. It could be an Erudite, but I think it's a Teardal. Anyhow, not the point. The point is, we have an alliance of good and evil. We're going to kick some ass. Here's Field Marshal Vishra. He's the father of Queen Antonia, but don't tell anyone I told you that because it's a secret. You're not supposed to find out yet. We got Ratonga and everything all working together. But this is as far as they've gotten. This griffin is the entry point to the Withered Lands. Remember, you get here from the Thurgoden Docks. Take the griffin, takes you right here. They haven't really made a lot of progress. Well, there's a reason for that. You're not really going to see the reason because I've actually done the timeline. But they can't really advance because there's a dragon in the sky. You can't see her because she's not going to show up. I've done the timeline. But you don't want to do this, because if you do this, she'll knock you out of the sky. However, it's random and intermittent. You never know when she's going to show up. But there's a clue. When it starts to rain, she's going to show up. And within a few seconds, you're probably going to go plummeting to the ground, which may or may not be fatal depending on if you are really high up or if you're over a group of nasties. So yeah, let's just look around the new Combine foothold. This is the main quest hub to start. As you run through here, you're going to be making your way through the forest until you get up to this one. This is another sanctuary area. The defenders of growth are up there. And by defenders of growth, I don't mean the faction. I mean the people who are serving growth and trying to keep back the corruption. Because as you can see, those trees don't look healthy. They're not. Anyhow, there's also a trade skill timeline that you can do when you get here. Go in that little tunnel. It's a long little tunnel, and there's a little crafting zone in there, and they'll give you a bunch of quests, which will eventually send you all the way across the zone to this place, which is difficult to do when you can't fly. Completing the timeline, either crafting or adventure, will give you the ability to fly with impunity. I've done the adventure timeline, so I can fly with impunity. If you do the crafting one, they'll give you a cloak that you can put on, and you're safe to fly as long as you have the cloak on. Otherwise, you gotta watch the sky. If it starts to rain, land. If you're looking for a elite merc, like for example O'Perrin, he sometimes spawns right over here, somewhere in this general area. He also spawns, well, let's go to the first area. There's a horse that you can take over there. See these little horses? The problem with the horses is that you can't go to a place that you haven't unlocked yet, so before you take this horse, you want to run all the way over here and use this one to come back, or at least, you know, click on it. I always use it to come back just to be safe, because I never know when this game's going to glitch out. I've been trying to do a Sundered Split Claw series to actually go through the timeline to show you what to do, but it has been glitching out like you will not believe, and it's, yeah, getting really irritating, so I might just scrap it because it's just one hell of a hassle. Anyways, the first place they're going to send you to scout out, because they want you to scout the area out. Their scouts are having trouble, their armies are having trouble, so could you find us a better place to make a base, please? So you're going to come here and check out these ruins. There's also a second floor up here. There's normally a named right up here. He may or may not be here depending on if someone has already killed him. Oh, he's here. So there he is. I could kill him for you, but I'll just show you what he drops. It's these right here. Swamp Cloth Sandals. Alright. Level 91 gear. It's slightly better than the stuff you'll be getting from the timeline here. And the stuff you'll get from the timeline here is slightly better, theoretically, than the stuff that you would have brought with you from the Great Divide and Eastern Wastes. Unless, of course, you've been doing like the heroic zones and whatnot. But basically, this stuff is just a stepping stone to get you to Skyshrine and start getting the gear in Skyshrine. This stuff should be just enough to handle the daily tasks in Skyshrine, which that gear is slightly better than this stuff, and that will get you into the heroic zones in Skyshrine, where you can start getting better stuff, which will get you into the, well, you know how it goes. It's an item grind. So yeah, let's see. This second floor here is basically, okay, watch my mouse cursor. It's a hallway. It goes like this. Yep. Then it goes like this. Yep. And then there's an elevator that goes back down to the first floor. That's the second floor in its entirety. I'm not going to go into the second floor because it's just a waste of time. Oops. Perrin also sometimes spawns down there somewhere. I saw him there once. Basically, if you're ever flying around and you see what looks to be one of those red book quest turn-in icons where you don't expect to see a quest turn-in icon, go check it out. It might be in Elite Merc, because their icon does look kind of like a little quest turn-in icon from a distance. But keep in mind, this is coming from someone with horrible eyesight, so yeah. Alright, so now we're on the inside. The inside isn't all that much more exciting than the outside, honestly. There's the elevator I mentioned. Go this way. So basically, it's just a very long hallway, and then it turns that way. So it's kind of the opposite of the other one. Now, in there's a big circular room, and there are some giants with wolves, and also some plants. The named plant, I can't think of its name off the top of my head, but it used to spawn in this little central raised dais in the middle of the room, but now it spawns off to the right side when you first come in. Or maybe it has always spawned there, and it's just now recently started to spawn there to get some variety in its life. I don't know. But I always used to see it in that little raised dais, but now recently I'm always seeing it off to the side. The deal with that guy is that he spawns ads and they heal him, so you want to kill the ads and quickly kill the ads and then go back to burning them down. But yeah, not really a lot to say about him, honestly. He's a 93 double up, if I remember correctly. 93, 94. Anyhow, while you're flying through the zone, if you are flying through the zone, which again you may or may not want to do, you might see some funky little sparkly things, not to be confused with those, but there are aerial collections in these zones. Oh, I think I just saw one. Yeah, that looks like an aerial collection. Once you get used to them, they're pretty easy to tell apart from, like, you know, those little wispy guys back there. And yeah, that's definitely an aerial collection, so let's go get it. You just fly through them. Boom. Essence of the Corrupted. I've already got that. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to the first place. Oh, also, you may see raptors and such down there with little quest icons over their head. Yes, the raptors will give you quests. And if I'm not mistaken, they're all repeatable quests too. So, yay. Okay, so here's the Sanctuary of Waning. This is where the satyrs are doing their best to keep back the corruption. Because, you know, satyrs gonna sate, right? That's what they do. As you can see, I've done some of the stuff here. Like, they sent me out to get some saplings and make some nice, yummy soil for them and plant them there. So, yeah, I did that. Okay, so here's your first horse. Unless, of course, you just bypass this place and go gung-ho that way. But here's the horse. And now you'd be able to ride back and forth between the two because you've unlocked it. I've already unlocked them all, obviously, so yeah. Okay, let's head up to the Combine Caravan, whatever. Oh, also, when you're in this area by the Sanctuary of Waning, be careful. There is an epic ×2 raptor that roams, Kodrak Ironclaws, I believe his name was. He's probably the more threatening of the two ×2s because he is in this area and it's kind of hard to see him with all the crap in the way. So yeah, just keep it in mind when you run through here. It's dangerous. Big raptor, rawr, gonna eat your face. On the other side, by the Sanctuary of Tears, which is, you know, way on the other side of the map, there is also Hanvar Earth Crusher. Hanvar Earth something. He's basically a dinosaur turtle dragon thing. He's level 100 times 2. I think Kodrak's level 100 times 2 as well. There is also a contested times 4 level 100. It's an insect, again on the other side of the map, because off in that direction right there, there are some insect hives. Insects are eating the forest bare. They're stripping it down, just eating everything. It's a little timeline that you can do. It's all part of it. You know, you go here to this place, and then you go over here, talk to this guy. He'll send you to this one over here. That's when you're going to start doing some looking around over here where the insects are. Talk to the queens, because the queens are like, oh, hey, what's up? We're eating this place because this place sucks. And you're like, could you not eat this place because we're trying to fix it? And they're like, well, we'll slow it down. Give you time. And then you get to this place where you have, you know, part of the combine. Like I said, they've been running into trouble. Well, here's the trouble. Mong bats. I fucking hate Mong bats. Anyone who's played Ultima 5 will understand that hatred. So yeah, let's go take a look at the Mong bat. This is a Mong bat. It's a little winged monkey thing. Remember those little winged monkeys from Wizard of Oz? Yeah, that's a Mong bat. Monkey bat. Mong bat. Oh look, there's a thing on the ground. Let's grab it. I hate these guys. Not in EverQuest. In EverQuest, they're just chumps. But Ultima 5, they're assholes of the highest caliber. Diamonds are probably the only thing I hate more. And that's just simply because they summon more. Okay, so we got these guys here. They got trouble. They're like, you know, the whole grush. That's what the Mong bats are. The whole grush are stealing our water barrels and stuff. So you got to go get water barrels. That's how the whole zone goes. You just go from hub to hub, helping them get along. And when you finally get to the end of this place, for example, let's go to the whole grush overlook. You got to do a bunch of quests through here, help them make it through the canyon. Once you get to the end, you have to protect them. They get attacked by the whole grush. You protect them, they make it through, and then they set up another horse thing over here. You'll see it in a moment. Since I've already done it, stuff's already there, so I can just show you where it is. But again, it won't be here the first time you come here because you have to actually advance to that point in the quest. We're just riding the horse. There's a little flag on it there. Lots of whole grush in here. There's caves up above us too. There's names in the area and all that great stuff. Gonna be plenty of those in the area. When you're going through the forest, be careful because there are some stealth mobs. So, you know, be ready. Sometimes panthers will just appear in the air and start eating your face, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. When that happens, you gotta be sad. Alright, see, they've made it to the other side. I escorted them and got them here, so now we got more people with some quests. See, they got stuff, and all we gotta do from here is make it over there. That's the Sanctuary of Tears, and this is that swamp place where Hanvar spawns. He spawns over there. Zoom in a little ways. Okay, this is the village of Alavan. This is a what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to think of what's it's a farming community for the Skyshrine, and this is where the other insects are, because remember there are insects over here, but this is the rogue hive. This is where, well, right there, the epic times 4 contested Hexapola, the rogue queen. We also got more whole grush up here. These are more difficult than these, and then there's the swamp itself. Hanvar, he roams like right around here. I don't think he goes up here. I've never seen him up there anyways. But yeah, let's go check this place out. Both timelines are going to take you to the Sanctuary of Tears, where they're finally going to end, and you'll have the ability to fly like I do. I mean, you can fly in the zone, but as I said, it's dangerous. Viscudra might show up and kick your ass. She, in case you're wondering, is an elder dragon who is on the Awakened side. She's always been on his side. She's also ugly as fuck, and so, I mean, basically Carafirm is Team Ugly, and Yelanak is Team Asshole. So yeah, this is where the timeline basically ends. There's still more quests to do after you get to this point. You can go to Alavan, do the quest over there, but at this point you have cleared the danger in the sky, so you don't have to worry about Vic Scooter showing up. You can raid her, but not here. You raid her in Skyshrine. She's got her own separate instance and all that stuff. Skyshrine, by the way, is way up there. In fact, if you finish the timeline for the Ages End Prophecy, it's on top of that little spire, way up there. That's where you have your showdown with Carafirm himself. He's a cheater, by the way, and a pansy. So yeah, you can tell him I said that if you see him. Tell him I said it. Say, hey, hey. He said you're a pansy. What are you going to do about it? Because he knows where I live, but he's scared. He's scared. So anyways, down here we got like, you know, mud elementals basically. We got some gators, or those crocs. I don't know, whatever they are. We got them. And then we got there's the Sylphae, which are like Fae, but these are corrupted. I mean, the Sylphae themselves aren't corrupted, but these ones are. Their queen is like right over there somewhere. Let's see what else we got. We got some Dracoda around here, storm wings. There's a quest that I've already done it, unfortunately, so I can't show you the quest. Oh, there's that name guy. Mud Dom, Master of the Muck. Yeah. Over here. Am I in the right spot? I think I'm in the right spot. I'm not seeing the Dracoda. Oh, there they are. Okay. I was just facing the wrong direction. Okay, so it's over here. One of these guys is a clickable one, and you can do a quest with them. But it's one of those you have to make a choice quest. You can choose A, you can choose B. If you choose A, you get this reward. If you choose B, you get this reward. One of the rewards is a little pet. It's a cosmetic pet, not a battle pet, but you know, it's like, kind of like Gisty here, except it won't attack. And it's one of these. It's a little baby one of these. The other one is a plushie of one of these that you can then put in your house or guild hall, which is the one I went with. Let's go see if Hanbar's up. He roams. See, that's where Alavan is right there. He roams into this area and back over this way towards the rogue hive area with the insects. Also, if you go over here to where the Holgresh are, you'll see some giant dragon skeletons. The Alavan place will send you over there because the Holgresh like to gnaw on the bones of fallen dragons to increase their powers, and the dragons find that a little disrespectful. Oh yeah, anyways, back to the Scoodra and why she's such a bitch. So basically, she sides with Carafirm, and her son took part in the attack on Skyshrine. Naturally, the dragons of Skyshrine, the Claws of Ishan, they rose up to fight the Awakened Legion when they came in. And, well, the Scoodра's son was killed, but Ronadal, I think that was her name. Ronadal? Well, anyways, one of these is R, and the other one is the son. So they killed each other, and they did so very, very quickly. Like they became skeletons on the way down. Ronadal, I suspect it's her. There's a little spirit somewhere in the swamp that has been split into multiple pieces. I think it's 3 or 4 pieces, and it wants you to go find its pieces so it can move on. And one of the places it sends you is in here where all the Holgresh are. Again, here's the insects, and there's a hive in there that you can go inside. So yeah, fun stuff there. Yeah, Ronadal, she died defending Skyshrine, and she kind of wants to move on. So you should help her because that would be a nice thing. Don't know what type of dragon she was, unfortunately, but I can tell you about Lady Nevidaria, who is one of the more asshole dragons of the Claws of Ishan. She disagrees with Yelnak's plan to involve the quote-unquote lesser races because, well, we got this under control. Yeah. And then if you zone into Skyshrine, you'll see just how under control it is. Yeah, they did a real bang-up job of protecting their city. Spoilers. Yelnak was right. So here's the village of Alavan. Like I said, it's a farming community, and it's interesting to note that the Droag here, they are a lot more respectful towards the quote-unquote lesser races than the dragons above. Probably because they live with them and work side by side with them, and they actually have a pretty good relationship. It's not like a master-slave relationship. It's kind of like an overseer-underling relationship, which is, I suppose, kind of a form of a master-slave relationship, but it's not You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. But how do you get to Skyshrine? Well, simple. You take this guy right here. These Trachota will take you to Skyshrine. Just talk to him. But before we do that, because we're not going to do that in this video, but we are going to look at something utterly stupid. This is perplexing. Let's look at this Trachota. Okay, let's look at his shoulders. Or her shoulders, I don't know. Okay, now let's look at your hips. Okay, here's your ass, here's your hips. Okay, let's look at these little chicken bone little legs you got here. Now let's look at your center of gravity. Oh wait, you don't have one. Let's look at the saddle that we're going to ride on. Could you actually get on this thing's saddle without smashing his face into the ground? No, you couldn't. This is ridiculous. Sony, why did you make these guys look this way? This is stupid. This is stupid. On behalf of Trachota everywhere, Sony, I say screw you. Alright, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, Lady Nevidaria, she's a dinosaur dragon, I guess. That's what she reminds me of. She reminds me of those dinosaurs that you find in the that you would find in big bodies of water. Yeah, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but here we go. She kind of reminds me of one. She just kind of looks like an asshole. I mean, just look at her. Yeah. Anyways, this is the end of the timeline. She shows up because the village is getting their ass kicked, and they're like, "We need to contact Skyshrine, but we can't." So you finally manage to get their attention. Be like, "Yeah, guys, while you're getting your asses kicked up there, we're getting our asses kicked down here. Maybe you can give us some help." And she shows up to watch over the village after she tells you how much you suck. She also gives you a shield, but unfortunately, I don't have it on me. It's just an appearance shield, and it honestly doesn't look all that great, in my opinion. So yeah. Let's see, we got lots of quests up here. Oh! Cobalt Scar. These guys came here, and after they added Cobalt Scar, this is to point you in the right direction. They're like, "Hey, you look like a capable adventurer. Could you go help us?" And they'll be like, "Sure, no problem." And you go to Cobalt Scar, and you realize that we've saved Skyshrine, but the battle's not over, so we're still advancing to take the fight to Carafirm. Like I said, we did not get the entire new Combine timeline in one piece. It was piecemeal. So yeah. So that's Withered Lands in a nutshell. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to say. You should do the timeline because it's a solo timeline. You should do it, just get the gear so you can go up there and help them out and then get better gear and then go to other places. Or you can just bypass this crap entirely and go straight to Chains of Eternity and start doing that. Or Tears of Vishon, do that, just whatever. Just, you can get your gear. Because remember, it's an MMO, it's a gear grind. It's just cleverly disguised as something else, but it's a gear grind. So next time, I don't know where I'll see you. You notice I have got my little music going on in the background. Yeah, apparently, and this is mind-boggling to me, the actual in-game music for Withered Lands, because I never changed the Withered Lands music, is under copyright. I got hit with 3 separate claims on my, or was it 4? 3 or 4 separate claims on the last time I did this video, but not for the entire song, because it was only one piece of music. It's just one long piece that loops over and over. No, it was sections of that song were getting hit with copyright claims, and this was one of the situations where no, I'm not cool with it, because rather than just like claiming any revenue if I were to monetize the video, or not allowing me to play it in certain regions, no, this was actually going to force me to monetize the video. It was going to play ads, and I was like, I don't want my people to be watching ads. I mean, maybe if I had 1 million subscribers and I'm getting like 35,000 views a minute, oh, well, okay, in that case I'm kind of like a legit source of entertainment. I'm like a TV show. Then I could maybe see my way clear to actually monetizing my videos, but I'm still torn on it because I'm just doing it for fun. But this is a situation of some outside party being like, no, you are going to monetize, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'll tank this shit. I will tank this shit. I'm not a bad tank. Yeah, so yeah, thought that was kind of odd. I removed the clips. It took like 45 minutes for YouTube to remove the clips, and then after it removed the first 2, I got hit with 2 more. And I'm like, what the hell? And it wasn't Sony that was monetizing it. It was actually the composer. And it's like, well, okay, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of the composer. Ever since they switched from their original composer and went to him, I started changing my music out because I liked it when they actually had a full orchestra. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it was more expensive, but you cannot tell me that Christopher Lee wasn't expensive or Heather Graham. I mean, come on, people. If you're going to go halfway, go all the way. But then again, they never really advertised this game either, so yeah. There was one official commercial for this game. I remember it once. We were watching, what were we watching? Something on the Sci-Fi Channel. Before it was the Sci-Fi Channel, it was, you know, still the Sci-Fi Channel. And they actually had a commercial pop up. And I was like, oh wow. They do advertise it, but that's the only time I ever saw it, except on YouTube. So, yeah. Anyways, enough of me babbling. I will catch you guys later, and yeah. Be careful out there. It's been pretty cold lately. We've even been getting snow, and that's like unheard of around here. So, yeah. So peace out, and I'll catch you later.